Alright, so I'm going to do things a little bit different this week. I'm going to actually record the bye week, where I'm basically just going to go around, do the trainings, do the negotiations. So I guess with ball as well, I'm going to bump it back up to 4 years, and I'm going to do uh, 50.8. I'm sorry, I'm just frustrated because I just had to file 20 copyright disputes against Latin auto perfs copyright claims. And this is something that everyone has to deal with, it seems like. But there's this one channel called Latin Autor Perf, sorry. Russ Gentry, another player of the week with those massive carries at the end of the game. Goes around striking a bunch of videos. I mean, Jimmy Nelson's back. When I first recorded that first Skyrim playthrough, I had like 20 videos that got claimed by them, and I had to do a whole bunch of research because several of them they appealed or had to appeal their refusal to remove the block. And Jeremy Soule owned all rights to the Skyrim music. At least that's what I read. Um, it could also one thing I did read was made it kind of seem like Bethesda also may have some claims to it, but that's just Bethesda, which would mean Microsoft, not Latin Auto Perf. And Jeremy Soule has said that as long as you're using Skyrim for either videos made about Skyrim or playing Skyrim itself, you can use the music. I was playing the freaking video game and I got claims and I had to deal with 20 claims. I had to deal with another 15 ish, plus several more on NHL videos with a new series that I'm recording, and they're all Latin auto perfs. And it's really pissing me off. Like, seriously, YouTube, you need to do something about fraudulent copyright claims. They're literally everywhere. And sure, YouTube will occasionally crack down on one or two people, but the broader issue is still there, and YouTube just doesn't do anything about it. They need to crack down on it. They need to like take a firm stance, or at least have the ability when you're disputing copyright claims to enter the option, hey, this is a fake copyright claim. But they don't, and it's really frustrating. So you have to go through all this mess, and you have to stress out because they do hold that threat over you, like, hey, fraudulent copyright claims could result in your channel terminating. So that stresses you out because you're worried, even though I'm absolutely in the right here, YouTube may decide that my channel should be terminated. I mean, this isn't the worst thing they've done. They've done even more batshit insane things, looking at the whole Quantum TV trauma. The fact that they sided with Quantum in that is utterly insane. Like, you can't justify it. You absolutely cannot justify that in any way, shape, or form. But it's not just that either. It's that they just make stupid decisions, side with people for no reason. It's YouTube. I mean, there's a reason why there are so many scam ads on the platform. They have out and out scams on the platform that they just let occur. Um, and so that stresses you out. And some fraudulent things or fraudulent like claimants, they have a system where they will auto decline your dispute, and that freaks you out because now you have to go through the appeal process, and YouTube really ratchets up the thing of like, hey, we're gonna get rid of you if you have a fraudulent claim. So that adds even more stress. That was a bad choice for a throw. That adds even more stress, and you obviously want to make sure that your appeals are tight. So it means double checking or even triple checking your research. I should have thrown square there, but it pays off. Triple checking your research, which is what I was doing when I had to deal with that, making sure that everything is airtight, making sure it was absolutely confident as possible. And I've noticed that one thing you really have to do is you can't have any like brilliant catch by Dunbar. Do that in gaming a few times and you're going to be a season leader. And it's frustrating because as a person in the sciences, you never give absolutes. You just don't. That's not something you do. Like, if you were to ask me, hey, does gravity exist? I couldn't say 100% certain gravity exists. I'd say I'm as confident as I could possibly be without being certain that gravity exists, or something along those lines. That probably wasn't said very well. So that adds even more like stress and dilemma, and it's all for fake claims. I mean, with the appeal that I had to file, the couple of appeals I had to file, all of them just got passed down in 7 days, and nothing happened. Nothing came of it because it was fake claims, and it's even worse, like when they do that. Now, I will say there have been some times where I'll get like claimed, and I'm thinking it's fraudulent, and I'll say it, and and the person who does it gets the dispute and releases it. Honestly, I don't know how to feel about that. Like half the time, I feel like, man, that's really scummy. Thinking you can just kind of sneak in and take the revenue, but at the same time, it's like, okay, fair enough. If you've made a mistake here, you've made a mistake here. I'm not gonna like crucify you for it. So it's kind of like that balancing act of understanding when someone's a bad actor and when someone's not. But at the same time, Latin autoperf is absolutely a bad actor. It's been proven that they're a bad actor, and YouTube just doesn't. All right, sorry about that giant rant in the middle of this. I'm just pissed off because I'm not even done with fraudulent claims. I stopped at 20 because I really don't want to push it right now. I'd like to not have my channel like dealt a giant blow and get deleted, but there's every chance that it could get deleted. So I'm waiting before I get into the rest of the fraudulent claims. I've still got like 30 or 40 videos that I want to deal with. And the thing is, like, I'm not going out there every time I get a claim and I'm just disputing it. 80 to 90% of the videos that I have, I'll either leave because, yeah, it's obvious that I have some kind of like claims content in there. Like when I did the two like in-game concerts for Fortnite, or like the Galactics event. That's all clean music. And I want to keep it in there because I think it makes the video better. But at the same time, I have to accept, okay, I'm not going to be making content, or I'm not going to be making money if I ever get monetized. I'm going to have that claim there. Yeah, gotta kind of have to live with that. And I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with it, though, when it's obvious that it's fake. Like, most of the time, I'll just go in, I'll either erase all sound if I can't erase all the music, because I'm sorry, but the beta erase song stuff is so much better because you could choose each point that they claimed, you could just mute it one by one by one. It took a lot of time, but you got rid of all the claims without having to mute all the sound. Now you just kind of have to mute all the sound, which is frustrating, but it's the way it goes right now. And all right, injury report. I want to check on the last 2 weeks. Okay. And what was I saying again? You know, I want to make a couple of signings because I want to try to get a pick. I'm going to sign Ulbrich and let's do Sam Barton. And like I'll erase most things or just leave them up. But I mean, it shouldn't be too hard for YouTube to tell which ones are real and which ones are fake. It's pretty obvious when I'm looking through it. Okay, this is an actual copyright claim that I need to deal with because I am taking someone's content or taking someone's music and using it, especially like when it's a Fortnite creative map and I accidentally used licensed audio because that's what the creators put in. Those are always frustrating, but I mean, yeah, I'm unequivocally in the wrong there and I need to freaking change it. How do they have 55 out of 53? And how am I only, like, how am I at max roster space? What the frick happened to my... I think that's a glitch. I think I'm supposed to be the one at 55. I think that's... Yeah, I think that's just a glitch. Because I very, very carefully made sure I had all roster spots used. I didn't just trade people willy-nilly. But yeah, sorry for the giant rant there. I'm PO'd. I'm just frustrated because I'm putting in all this time and effort to fight stuff that I shouldn't even have to be fighting because I never should have gotten claimed in the first place. Like, once again, I feel like it bears repeating. When it's a genuine claim, and yeah, I've gotten plenty of genuine claims, I will deal with it. I will look at it, I'll see, okay, it's a genuine claim. I've got to either mute the audio, mute all sound in some cases, that is what I have to do, or I've got to or I've got to like do something else, or I can leave it up. But when it's obviously fraudulent, that really gets my gears in a grind, so to speak. Good. Okay. See if we can do some flipping here. Did they release Rafferty and Wilbur? I might be able to do something with Wilbur. Yeah, it's all about just flipping those picks. And Adkins. The more picks I can flip, the better. Trying to find a team who has like a decent draft pick. The Giants. I will take your draft pick. What do you have for QBs though? Yeah. You, my friends, have already been taken for a ride. Great. What about the Rams? Just beat you guys. Surely you guys want to give me your first overall pick. Or not your first overall pick, but your fourth overall pick. Nope. I suspect a bit of assault. Salty, salty dogs. Alright, how about the Thunderbirds? We've made great trades in the past. You don't have what I need. Go to you. Or you. With the Seahawks. Also don't have what I need. You guys do, but something tells me you're not going to bite. Oh. I think I've already taken the Panthers pick. Yep. Falcons. Eagles. It's 30th. Do I want it for this? Nah, I want to try to get greedy. So this might just be the perfect one. Nope. I think I've already got the Colts pick. No, I don't. Alright, this is perfect. Give the Colts the players they need. Get me a draft pick. Oh, and I got Gavin Chatham. Thank you. This will make things so much easier. And let's put in Carol a leak. Something tells me I will be able to trade him. Chatham. Let's try the 43rd, but I am willing to move up the pick a bit if need be. Let's see, anyone super interested? Let's go up to the Rams. It's feeling that I'll want Chatham. Yep. Perfect. Ooh, they dropped Saxton. Let's do Saxton and Stevens. Yeah, another second round pick. I mean, it's all just about flipping those picks. Alright, nobody wants either of them, so go to Houston. think that's about the most I can do for now. Guys made a whole bunch of trades. They dropped Scott Cowan and Tate Poole, so that must have been a pretty good upgrade for them. Rams dropped David Webb. Okay, so they dropped their crappy quarterback. Exchange for Gavin Chatham. Right. Yeah, I would have taken Chatham over Adkins, honestly. In this trade, so they released Rafferty and Forrest Wilbur. So let's check out the Colts. So we'll be going up against them. So actually, a bit of strategic weakening of the Colts. Let's check out the Rams quarterbacks now. So yeah, Cumby's been doing pretty good. Is the dude who was ahead of it or played before him in Pittsburgh is now playing before him in LA. Gavin Chatham. And Frank Bloom, the rookie, sticks around. Let's check out the Colts now. Still Hardick and Gamble, who I traded to them, and Adkins replaces Chatham. So yeah, the Colts had some pretty stacked quarterbacks, 3 starters, um, and they dropped one. Meanwhile, still got my third string is still better than their first string. Alright, so now what I want to do is I want to go to scout college players. Let's check the fullback position. Already did that. So yeah, it looks like I'm just going through unscouted, but I do want to spend a pick on a punter. Specifically this dude here, Garrison Swanson. But I don't think he'll be as good as Petery was when we picked him up. And I want to spend my pick on a fullback. I'm thinking I'm going to go with Carter Madden. So let's see how many picks. Okay, so I've got 1 second rounder to burn still, but if I go to the free agents here, I don't think any of these free agents are gonna do me any good. Take a look at quarterback. Wrong thing. Here he is, David Webb. Could actually sign him to my practice squad if I wanted, but I kind of like my practice squad. I think I'm good. It's a nice, powerful practice squad.